Hello, beautiful people. Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Whoever can join me. I know this is a short, um, very impromptu live, but I just thought that we need to know quite a few things about Miss Amanda Hirsch and Meghan Markle. We need to know quite a lot. Please let me know where you're from. Please leave me your comments. I have my supervisor. No, sorry, City. My producer. You know, here at City with me. I hope you can hear me, guys. But yes, leave me your comments to see if I'm live because I don't know if I'm live. I did it so quickly because I want to share something with you. This is gonna blow your mind. Hi, Min Wade. Hello, Bon Quickie. Yay. Because what I'm going to show you guys, I mean, you know how I am. I don't know. It's because I am some sort of idiot, but I need to know. I really do need to know when there's something that's there. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Do I sound like I'm shouting, guys? Because I'm not wearing I'm not talking to anybody. So I don't know if I sound like I'm shouting. I have City behind me. Vení, mi amor. Vení para acá, goidita. Venite para acá, mi amor. Hello, hello, you guys from the burnt state of California. I hope everybody's okay. Um, oh my God, guys, I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come because this is gonna be this Amanda thing had been bothering me because I've been watching YouTubers talk about, oh, how Amanda was such a critic of Meghan Markle, and with that letter, Meghan Markle turned her around. You're from where? Hi, from Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada, near Vancouver. Ooh, hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 guys from Indiana. Hi. Please remember, guys, that I have a bad hearing, so I can't hear myself. And since I don't have the earring things here, I hope I'm not shouting. I don't want to say that I'm coming across angry because I'm not angry. I just want to say that from the beginning. Margaret Mansour. Hi from Sverige. Hello, Margaret Mansour. Hello, hello, guys. How are you? I've been, I was watching also this idiot. Yes, please don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. I want to say thank you for those who have donated to the PayPal and the super chats because everything in this channel goes now to the shelter. The school is over; it's now a full blown shelter, okay, for girls and kids that need to sleep there. So it's very much appreciated. I'm not Meghan Markle. I do not have the millions. I cannot grift millions. I like Meghan Markle does. I was just looking at the gaslighting, the amount of gaslighting, and I know you guys are all pissed about. 'Cause I'm sorry, I'm not wearing makeup, guys. Okay, so no, I actually do. I'm gonna put lipstick on you for you, guys. I mean, I'm gonna make the effort, guys. Okay, Arlan, Irish. Shit. My cheap lipstick. Where is it? Guys, this lipstick is cheap, but I found it at the supermarket. It's Milani. Sorry about my fingers. My lupus is acting up. So it's Milani, but it's really, really, really it's Oklahoma. Hello, guys from Switzerland. I love, what, guys, I don't know how the internet works, but isn't it amazing that you guys are watching me from every corner of the world? It's kind of scary, I bet you that if I had you guys in front of me, I probably would freak the F out because, the only way, to be honest, the only way I'm able to talk to you guys is because I feel like I don't see you. So I can feel like, I don't know, it's almost like a confessional kind of thing, because I'm here. Oh yes, yes. And we're gonna find, oh, thank you very much, Justin Kessner. We're gonna find a lot of that. I know a lot of people were saying that Ted Sarandos was friends with Meghan Markle and he was praising her. No, Look, that the only thing that he said about her is that she has influence in the culture. He didn't say she had a positive influence in the culture. He didn't say, I'm going to renew the contract with Meghan Markle. He didn't say, we're working on the with Love series again. He said that he was a passive, Netflix was a passive investor, which means no money, little effort, everything. So thank you guys. Please don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. Okay. So I'm gonna wait until like 10 minutes, but we're gonna talk about a few things. So I am just, I'm so glad that when something gets in my head, I need to find out that information. The Netherlands. Oh, I love Netherlands. I've never been to Rio Rancho. From Australia, that's one that's on my bucket list. Texas, I love Texas, Susan. Susan, yeah. Missouri here. Wow. I should do a group Zoom call. You know that I do members live, and they have a phone number that they can call me by WhatsApp. But then nobody calls, which is odd, except the sugars who join as members of my members live, and they get the phone number for my members, and they send me nasty messages there. Yee. England, I love England. London, I love London. I used to live in first I lived in St. Margaret's, and then I moved to Richmond, and then to Hampstead Heath. So it was pretty cool. Ohio, Ontario. That's where my son is, in Ontario. Yes, from the Philippines. Well, guys, we're gonna get into a little bit, okay? Because I just want to get punchier here. We've seen how Meghan Markle. Oh, do I still have this? Let me see if I still have this letter thing here. Because let me show you something. I don't think they have corrected it. Before I show you that crazy thing that I found out, okay, I'm gonna show it to you right now. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, and did you know that Cressida Bonus is gonna launch um what you might call it, a podcast. Cressida Bonus is going to launch a podcast which is about mothers, which is absolutely great. It's how mothers influence us. I guess Megan can't do one because her mother was not around. New Zealand. My two of my best friends are in New Zealand. Yes, guys, click on the like button. What the hell? You mean it's only 3 people liking my live? I'm gonna get off then because I'm making an effort here, guys, for you. So yes, it's free to like, share, and subscribe if you want to become a buy the furniture. I was gonna say buy the merch. And yes, and thank you guys. So yes, one of I guess I'm just gonna say that apparently Meghan Markle high school, they didn't watch her what you might call it, her show, because had they watched her show, they would have called her Megan Sussex. Instead, they call her Meghan Markle. And that's not the picture that she sent for them to show. It was a different picture, but I guess they're shading her to show her that, uh-uh, you look like this when you went to our school, and you used to be a Catholic. This is a Catholic school, the Virgin Mary, well, I'm glad that they took some money out of her, at least, you know. Oh, it should be there. You should have it there, guys. So, but yeah, I mean, I just want to say something, guys. I'm always thankful that you guys keep coming here, in spite of everything. So, thank you very much for your support. It means the world to me. So, yeah, thank you for being so kind, and yeah, and for always supporting me. The few that are always here, and thank you so very much for that, guys. Um, Especially with everything that my channel has gone through. So thank you very much for that. It's much appreciated. So yeah. So what I want to say is the following. We're going to get into something because I guess they didn't get to watch. I guess they didn't get to watch the show. And the funny thing is, why didn't they congratulate her? Why didn't they congratulate her? When when she launched this series to begin with. No, because here, on the renewal of her Netflix series and launch of her new podcast. It's not the first podcast that she's launched. She launched it with Spotify, which was a much bigger one. And this is not a renewal of her Netflix series. No, this is Meghan Markle because no, and I'm going to show you Cressida Bonus thing here right now. Cressida, where are you? Cressida Bonus. Here. Look at her. She's doing this. And I mean, she has proper A-lister guys coming to her. That's Kate Winslet. I don't know who that guy is. And she has, but she has proper A-listers. This is Mary Berry. This is the people that are coming in. These are A-lister guys. You know what I mean? This is amazing, and this is basically it's talking about the importance of your mothers. And look, she has a really cool page. Look at this. That's her story. Look, she's talking about that, but she has a really cool page. Look at that. Some people were leaving a comments, a little there, like she's an actress and she's very beautiful. This girl is beautiful, and she's part of aristocracy. This is her little kid. You're gonna see her husband. Her husband's name is actually Harry. Oh, look at this picture. This picture is so cute. Um, look how beautiful this girl is. I mean, she's really, really pretty. She's really classy. This is her husband. Isn't he gorgeous? And then somebody says here, be happy you escaped Harry. You have a beautiful family and a strong man. Best wishes for the future. Yeah, because Harry's looking pretty ugly, guys, right now. I mean, yeah, he's not looking. Claudia, hola, hola, guys. Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Okay, so we're getting into the mark of that. But isn't that juicy that what's her name is launching a podcast on Mother's Day to celebrate Mother's Day. So now I'm going to show you something here. And this is something, like I said, people are making a big deal of that. Ted Sarandos said that Netflix was a passive partner, which means not involvement. And the only thing that he didn't praise her. He said that Harry and Meghan, the series, did very well in the United Kingdom, not in the United States, because they haven't released the real numbers for that. In the United Kingdom, they released the numbers. A lot of people watched it. Yes, of course they did, but not in the United States. And what else does he talk? He doesn't say, "Oh, we love working with Meghan Markle. She was fantastic to work for. She's very smart. We're working in other projects." Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. So so we're going to get here to this crazy chick. We're going to get to this crazy chick here. And there was something about it that was bothering me. The hello, let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. Hello from Thessaloniki, Greece. I hope I didn't butcher that name. I apologize for that. And thank you for the super chat. I can't see if you're getting super chat guys, because I'm showing you another page, so I can't see the comments at the moment. Okay, so it's not that I'm being rude or anything. It's just that I can't be in two places at this. Look at this chick. Her name is Amanda Hirsch. Okay, look at her. Look at her. We're gonna listen. Let me see if we can listen to this craziness. I'm gonna put myself on mute so you guys can see that.
You guys, I just got a letter and I was like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Started thinking what it could be. Any guesses? You guys, I just got a letter and I was like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Started thinking what it could be. Any guesses?
I forgot to unmute myself. Sorry about that. Gracias, Claudia. Yeah, it's because if I don't mute myself and there's a video on the other side, then you hear the echo. Sorry. So people were wondering, how did Megan get her address? Right? That's the $1 million question, right, guys? You see, this is what happens when people are stupid and they have access to a large platform, because then their stupidity gets magnified worldwide, which is what we're watching with Harry and Meghan Markle. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me? No, it wasn't even WME. No, 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 no. It wasn't even WME. Bonquiki. I wish I could say it was WME, but it's much worse. It's the Kardashians. Yes, exactly. So it was hand delivered. You would think if you watch that bitch that, oh, they don't know each other. Meghan Markle handwritten. And then her hand, I'm going to show you the. Have you ever seen the Grim Reaper, how he has that axe thing? That's what Meghan Markle thing is. That's not calligraphy. Meghan Markle handwritten letter to a podcaster who criticized her Netflix show. They want to make her seem like she's one of us. No, this woman was afraid that Meghan, because she's such a Meghan Markle stan, she's such a Meghan Markle fan, that, oh, guys, and I'm going to show you something that I just found out about it. Oh my God, how low can the BBC go? Because they had one of the worst sugars on their show, the BBC, which is supposed to be serious. Guys, please keep me on track, okay? So basically, um she was just scared because she was reading from the trailer all the negative comments, and she's like, oh my God, they're gonna destroy my girl, my girl, they're gonna destroy my girl, right? But the newspapers make it sound as though she was a critic of Meghan Markle, which she wasn't. And then she says, Meghan Markle's handwritten letter to podcaster who criticized her Netflix show has all the hallmarks of a stunt to stay relevant. That is absolutely true, but that not really. One of the UK's leading PR gurus claimed today, and this is the thing when I tell you that journalists don't do their work, and people like me, I'm a 56-year-old woman, and I mean, Amanda Hirsch had said she was scared about the reception to With Love Megan, and suggested the former Suit star came across as inauthentic and not relatable in her trailer for this series. But she wasn't really criticizing her. She was just worried because she thought, oh, they're gonna trash my girl, basically. In response, the Duchess has sent her a note on paper headed with her gold embossed royal cipher. No, it's not a royal cipher because Meghan Markle is not a royal. It's set in immaculate calligraphic handwriting. Don't be scared. Let's enjoy it. Now, meeting, I swear to God, guys, I sometimes, guys, sometimes, yeah, right, Bon Quickie? Sometimes it's better not to do these kinds of things. And this is when I tell you that man is so stupid. It's embarrassing. These two are absolute idiots. And this is where the journalism, I tell you, journalism is dead. So look what this woman says. Amanda has said she is now a fan of Meghan Markle for life. This article, apparently, this was posted. When was this posted, guys? Let me see. Today's March 20th, right? So she's saying that now she's a fan of Meghan for life, and shared a picture of the letter to her 890,000 Instagram followers. Now you have a guy who's a guru in publicity saying that, of course, this is a PR stunt, that Meghan is at a crossroads and the well of sympathy she once drew from is running dry, and the PR playbook is handwritten notes. This thing was planned way before. This thing was planned right around the time California was burning. Okay, now, this is incredibly important. Amanda's podcast is produced by Hollywood based Dear Media. So It's not like she's like me or like P. Dinah or like I don't know, like any of us YouTubers or Zach Peters or Sean Atwood even, who's huge or whatever. It's not like, I am not produced by anybody. I do not have a producing company, Dear Media, who is incredibly savvy and very powerful company. So this company produces her shows. They get her their guests, which is incredible, right? This is why she was able to get Ryan Reynolds. So she says that don't forget Dear Media, right? That Amanda's podcast is produced. So she's basically like a employee, which says it's dedicated to amplifying women's voices and narrative. Blech. It recently published an opinion piece called "What's Everybody's Problem with Meghan Markle Now?" That included a section called "The Kate Middleton Hypocrisy." And of course, Dear Media is expanding and launched the Chloe in Wonderland podcast with Chloe Kardashian in January. Let's not forget that Kris Jenner follows Meghan, that Harry went to ski with her boy toy, Kris Jenner's boy toy. Let's not forget that Kim Kardashian was trolling Princess Catherine when she had cancer, and everybody, where's Kate? Where's Kate? Remember that? It goes, its stable of celeb and lifestyle heavy podcasts recently featured an appearance by Meghan's close friend and makeup artist, Daniel Martin, who appeared on episode 1 of With Love Meghan. Vanderpump Rules stars Stassi Schroeder, a vocal defender of Meghan, including her Netflix show, also appeared on Not Skinny But Not So Fat last year. So clearly, this thing that she wasn't a fan of Meghan before, but she looks like Shalon Lester, doesn't she? But Shalon Lester can't stand Meghan Markle. So you would think that she doesn't like her, right? If you read this, you would think that they don't like her, right? The letter arrived with Amanda Hirsch after she filmed herself saying she was scared about the reception to With Love Meghan. In a video showing her watching the teaser trailer after it was released in January, Amanda cringes as Meghan bakes a cake. Oh, guys, I'm genuinely concerned for Meghan. I'm not a Meghan hater at all, and she's not, and I'm going to prove it to you. Not only is she not a Meghan hater, she is friends with Meghan Markle. I am not a Meghan hater at all. It feels like a Blake Lively situation, and the reason why she's mentioning Blake Lively is because she is pro Blake Lively. That should say she was pro Amber Heard, pro Blake Lively, and she just interviewed Ryan Reynolds. I understand that some people think she's inauthentic. I get that. I am so scared for her that this Netflix show will make those claims stronger. From the trailer, it looks like it might, she said. So she was afraid because, of course, everybody was reading the comment section. We all did. I mean, I left a comment. With her fist almost in her mouth, Amanda added, in the trailer, at least she doesn't come across as relatable. I'm just scared for you, Meghan. Why did you have to do that? Consult with me. I would have told you. So Miss Hirsch, who runs the popular Not Skinny But Not, she doesn't run it because Dear Media produces it for her. She's just like they put her as the face. Was absolutely flabbergasted when the card topped with Meghan's Regal logo, because of course, let's not forget that Meghan is Regal logo arrived with the message, "Don't be scared, let's enjoy it." She has she also shared an image of the note, which has immaculate calligraphic handwriting. That's not true. It's actually quite bad. It's terrible, especially with those Grim Reapers things. And what signed as ever, Meghan. A nod to the Duchess of Sussex's new lifestyle brand, which, by the way, is still not trademark. It's still pending. Okay, so she doesn't have a lifestyle brand because the trademark has not been successfully registered. So she does not have a lifestyle brand. And Amanda says, look what he says. She says she's now a fan of Meghan Markle for life. Okay. So So Megan wrote to her, "Dear Amanda, I heard you were feeling scared." Yes, because you chat with her on the phone constantly. "Don't be," it continued. "This is the fun part. Let's enjoy it." She signed off with the phrase, "As ever, Megan." And Megan's penmanship has sparked a stir among her 893. It's not hers because actually the show is owned by Dear Media. Keep that in mind. And then she goes, obviously framing this beyond shook, beyond spiraling. Did I smell the paper? Yes. Do I want my own monogram? Yes. Am I absolutely flabbergasted and obsessed? Fuck yes. Megan, you have a fan for life. The letter was dated to March 2025. Back in January, after the trailer for Megan show was released, her shared her initial thoughts, and we've gone about that, right? So from this, thank you so very much, guys. Thank you. I wasn't reading the things because I was reading that crap that this woman put, right? So I did a video today. I strongly go watch it because it's basically about this Amanda Hirsch girl, but mostly about also the podcast that this guy did, Misan Harriman, where he calls us terrorists, where he says that history is gonna judge us because Megan is not dropping bombs. She's not a pedophile. She's not killing anybody. So Miss San Harriman feels the need to go to terrible extremes to justify Meghan Markle's behavior. She only weaponizes serious social issues against people, her loved ones, her family, in order to defame, lie, destroy their livelihoods, reputations, and increase the level of risk and hatred towards them. So, yeah, yeah. So, you remember that this was produced by Dear Media, right? Meghan Markle's show came out on the 4th of March. Is that correct, guys? It came out on the 4th, March 4th, right? Please, can you write yes before I go here and talk shit? Because I don't want to be wrong. Did her show come out on March 4th? Answer yes or no, please. Somebody, before I show what I'm going to show you guys. Come on. Yes. Okay. I got it. So she received this note yesterday or today, handwritten. I guess it was on another envelope, probably Meghan Markle or dropped that off at her home. Here we go. Guys, ready? Where is this? Here we go. Do you remember that the podcast is produced by Dear Media, right? I told you that, right? Do you remember that they did a piece on Meghan Markle, which was called "What's Everybody's Problem with Meghan Markle Now?" This was done on March 6th, 2 days after Meghan Markle debuted her show, right? And then look, this, I've been told very reliably, and from what you're going to read, this article was basically written by Meghan Markle. Okay? So this is before her Netflix show even premiered. It was postponed due to the Los Angeles wildfires. When they hit, Meghan and Prince Harry didn't flounce around Montecito waiting for the moment to pass. They were out in Los Angeles helping real people in real time. I'm trying to speak like Meghan. The Sussexes got involved while the British royal family continued their grand tradition of doing nothing useful. Meghan was, please, if you're sitting down, because you are gonna hate these people, because what I'm gonna read to you, it's hate spewed towards the royal family, especially Princess Catherine. And I mean, I have to laugh, guys. I was talking to Pidine about it, right? And I was like, eh, uh yeah. So listen to the tone. The Sussexes got involved while the British royal family continued their grand tradition of doing nothing useful. Meghan was on the ground offering support and helping. She and Harry weren't just there for the photo ops. They were out there comforting victims and making tangible efforts to assist. This is because they were reading listening to people like me, all the YouTubers, how and Justin Bateman, who called them disaster tourists. Meghan even teamed up with Billie Eilish to help a teen who lost everything in the fires, gifting her some merch to bring a little light to a terrible situation. You can practically hear the pearl clutching from across the pond. How dare she be thoughtful and generous? Keep in mind that she didn't buy that and she didn't team with Billie Eilish. Okay? How was Meghan Markle generous? Why, when she found out that this girl had lost everything and she really wanted a T-shirt, didn't she just get on her phone, go to Billie Eilish's website, buy the T-shirt, and have it sent? Why did she have to wait 2 weeks, harass pretty much everybody, and her, mostly her assistants, to get her free merch? Meghan Markle, what's everybody problem with her? The viewership numbers indicate that audiences are interested. We love Megan rank in the top 10 on Netflix, but we're not going to read that crap. Okay. Now let's talk about the show itself. With Love Megan, it's simply lovely. I wrote about it before, and everything I said then still stands. This is not groundbreaking, change the world type of show. It won't cure cancer, bring world peace, or magically summon Oscar Isaac into my bathtub. I'm just kidding about that part, by the way. Oscar's wife looks like she knows how to fight. But it is perfectly charming, beautifully shot, aesthetically pleasing guide to a cozy and curated life. It is also very SoCal coded. Think breezy brightness, soft life at its peak, indoor outdoor living, 300 days a year, endless shades of white and cream, homemade dog biscuits, pretty teacups, and beeswax candle making parties with celebrity besties. Meghan Markle looks at peace and it radiates through this series. It's about joy, rest, and savoring the little things. And if that's a crime, go ahead and lock me up, because I, even I, who is more old New York coded than Jerry Orbach's debt, I don't know who the hell that is, of Law and Order, enjoyed this little foray into the SoCal soft life of a self made princess. She's not a self made princess. She's not a princess. But do you see why Megan wrote this? But oh, it gets juicier, guys. I mean, when we're about to read the Kate Middleton hypocrisy, you have to promise me not to be mad. No, it's not a joke, Princess Dumbarton. It's not a joke. This was written by Dear Media, who Amanda Hirsch works for. They produced the podcast that Amanda Hirsch, and they've written other pieces against the royal family, by the way, really hateful ones. Okay. So let's continue with this one. Of course, the haters, most notably the ever dramatic British press, and their legion of royalist dance, are clutching their pearls yet again. Do y'all have any pearls left to clutch? Jeez, think of the oysters. This time it's because with Love Megan is successful. Yeah. No, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. So yeah, yeah, yeah. This was written. The person. This was written by Meghan Markle, guys. So here we go. They'll never admit that outright, though. Instead, they've taken to review bombing the show, flooding IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes with bad faith critiques, and even as it dominates Netflix global top 10. That's bullshit. It wasn't top 10 in Latin America. It didn't even they didn't even recommend it here. That's absolute crap. And that's the actual complaint, that Meghan Markle is too happy, that she's minding her business, staying hydrated. She doesn't look hydrated to me. Does she look hydrated to you guys? Does she look hydrated to you guys? Let me see if I can do a poll here for you guys. Can I do a poll here? Yeah. Does Megan look hydrated? Let me see. Yes. Okay, I got the poll going, guys. So here we go with the Kate Middleton hypocrisy. Ooh, look at Harry here. Meghan is no longer bothering to I mean, prior talk. They don't even bother anymore to hide it, right? Okay, so are you guys ready? Bunquiki, you're gonna be pissed. I can tell you, Bunquiki, what I'm about to read you. You're gonna be pissed. All of you are gonna be angry about what you're gonna read, okay? This, guys, was written by I there's absolutely no doubt, and I believe the person who told me this. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Speaking of, let's talk about the inevitable Kate Middleton. She's not a princess. She's not the Princess of Wales. It's Kate Middleton. You know it's a Meghan Markle written note. Comparisons. When With Love Meghan hit Netflix's top 10, the first thing the royalists started squawking about was that Kate married for love while Meghan married for status and money. Right? Now, listen to this. This is interesting considering Kate never had a real job, followed William around throughout university, and even changed her major to be closer to him. The woman dedicated her entire early adulthood to securing that ring, even as the men plowed through countless aristogirls and college flings, earning her the Weighty Katie nickname. If you think that Meghan Markle didn't write this, get out of my chat right now. Meanwhile, of course, Meghan Markle was couch casting, giving BJs to every man on Hollywood. I'm just kidding. It doesn't say that. It says, meanwhile, Meghan Markle had an actual career before meeting Harry and downgraded her life to go live in an antiquated royal accommodations because she genuinely loved him. Meghan downgraded her life. I can tell you guys that her house in Suits that they were renting it was a little shitty house that was so narrow that when you see the pictures that she posted on Instagram, her bed was against the wall because it was like a narrow hall. It was the cheapest house that they could get for her because she was not a major thing. Okay. Okay. But this is Meghan Markle spewing this is in March 6th. So here, Meghan Markle, this is, let me see if I can make it larger, guys. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if you can see it. Oh, shit. Here, March 6th here. Sorry, I made her here. So where is it? Here it is. Meghan Markle downgraded. She went to live in the castle in one of the most prestigious families in the world. So Meghan Markle this is Meghan Markle telling you that she downgraded because she's above the royal family. By the way, the cottage that they were living in, Prince William and Princess Catherine lived there. And it's a beautiful little cottage. It's a beautiful cottage. It's full of history. It's amazing. I mean, the fact that Meghan Markle got Frogmore Cottage, which is huge, and the first thing she did, she hired the interior designer of the Soho house to come and redecorate it. I mean, she likes bordello looking style. You can take the whore out of the whorehouse, but she will always decorate her stuff like that. And I'm sorry, but I needed to vent. This is why I'm doing this live, guys. Okay. And yet somehow it's Meghan who's the social climber. The British tabloids immediately manufacture comparisons between the fundamentally different women, pointing out that Kate is an avid beekeeper, which, funny enough, is something we had never heard about until Meghan visited an apiary. Is this woman stupid? Princess Catherine has had bees forever. Just because she's ignorant about it, it doesn't mean that. I mean, this goes to show you the ignorance. But of course, it's because Meghan visited the apiary. And let's not forget the petty sneering about King Charles' line of preserves, because who doesn't want a spoonful of royal mediocrity to help the medicine go down? Now, listen to this. Ironically, oh shit, sorry. Ironically, sales of his jam only increased after Meghan announced her line, proving once again that even the British monarchy profits of her influence. Instead of slamming Meghan with baseless accusations, looking at you, Jason Knopf, this is Meghan, because Meghan is pissed at Jason Knopf because he revealed he just did that thing in what's him calling in 60 minutes, and he was a witness in trial. Okay, so we're reading. This is Meghan Markle spewing from her. They should send thank you notes to Madame Duchess. You see, Meghan gets a title, but Princess Catherine doesn't, for putting their products on the map. Maybe if they ask nicely, Meghan will teach them to do so in calligraphy. And here we come, the name controversy. This is because this is a clapback about Meghan. Here. And then there's this latest outrage. Meghan embracing her married name and calling herself Meghan Sussex in with Love Meghan. Again, I am not an expert, but I do read. And it's in the royal website. It's in a letters patent. It recognized. I've shown you that when Prince William, and if you want, I will do that too. I will show you, because Prince William registered the Royal Foundation as a branch in the United States, and he used the family name Mountbatten Windsor. Okay, her married name is not Sussex; it's Mountbatten Windsor. She gets to use a title because her husband is the Duke of Sussex, which is a place in the United Kingdom. Okay. Are we seriously dissecting how a woman introduces herself? Well, did Meghan make a big deal saying that she didn't need titles, that the most important title for her was mom, and that she'd rather be linked and then ranked? The British media is losing its collective mind over this, as if Meghan's decision to embrace her chosen family name is somehow a personal affront to King Charles himself. She's not embracing the chosen family name. Who gave her that family name? The chosen family name is Mountbatten Windsor. It is not Sussex. Okay? Maybe they can explain it to me like I'm 5. What's the big deal? Okay, you bitch, I'm going to explain it to you right now since she's daring me. If folks can accept calling the British royal family Windsor, because the the monarch is the one who determines how their dynasty, their the monarchy is going to be called. So the monarch decided that the dynasty is going to be called the House of Windsor. When their real last name is Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, they will surely not suffer too much if they have to call this little family Harry and Meghan Sussex. Boom. What did I tell you? That Meghan, when she said that, she was basically, and I know a lot of people, you guys don't believe me and you say this, but what did I tell you in my videos? That I told you that only the king, and here it's being confirmed. She's actually confirmed it. But she considers herself the king or above the monarch. She considers herself the monarch because only the monarch can decide. And this is very important. This is where the confusion gets. Meghan Markle herself can call herself whatever the fuck she wants. And I'm sorry, I'm swearing, because she's not of royal blood, but royal blood titled members of the royal family, their last name is dictated by the monarch. Only the monarch can change it. Okay? So, what did I tell you that she thought of herself? She going when their real last name is Saxe, because this is them. They're saying Saxe-Coburg-Gotha. Yeah, but they changed it to Windsor through the letters patent, which I will show you. Meanwhile, Prince Andrew, Prince Andrew, he of Epstein infamy, still gets to be called His Royal Highness in public while doing walkabouts with the family, and nobody seems particularly bothered by that. Make it make sense. So, not having herself being called Her Royal Highness is burning that skinny ass, flat ass, bone ass of Meghan Markle. Okay? Now, guys, I'm going to show you something because I did a video about Meghan Markle showing her in pictures, like an actual picture with Rachel Meghan Markle, with Jeffrey Epstein, and with Harvey Weinstein in different occasions. I'm going to show you the video, and I also showed you the list there too. There is a list of things, and this is what usually when YouTube, and this is the strike. Remember that I told you about, guys, that I got a strike. Remember that, guys? Let me see which one, what it says here. Meghan Markle, Jeffrey Epstein, how close they are. Let me see if that is the one. Let me see. Um, why? What am I doing? Where's the noise? Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find the thing because I want to show it to you. That's the one. That's not the one. Okay, let me see. Where is it? That's not the one. I'm trying to get you my video so you can see it. Okay, here. This is the video I put out on January 4th, 2024. Okay? You can see here it was removed. Meghan and Jeffrey Epstein, how close were they? Okay? Chrissy Teigen, because there was a picture there with Chrissy Teigen as well. Okay? And especially the picture was in New York. It was Meghan Markle in the house of Jeffrey Epstein in his house in New York. And Harvey Weinstein in another party, and there was Chrissy Teigen there with John Legend. I think that's where they met. Okay. Now, when you click on that, it'll take you here. Let me see, because I have so many things that are open right now. That's not it. That's not it. Okay. It'll take you to this one here. My appeal was rejected because I appealed it, right? I tried to download it. My appeal was rejected, right? So, and people are asking, well, why can't you just download the video? Because I was having this conversation just a few minutes ago before I started here with P. Dinah, right? And I can't because they basically held the video. I can't download the video. I can't download it, guys, at all. I'll share it with you. This video has been removed for violating YouTube's community guidelines. And when I click here on view in YouTube, view in studio, it takes me to the previous page, which I show you. So this woman, Amanda Hirsch, pretending not to know Meghan Markle, when their media, if you can go and read the articles they have on the royal family, that was Meghan Markle bitching about the royal. That was a complete hit piece on Meghan Markle, because I'll show you here, guys. And this is why Meghan Markle was so angry. Because here, this is the thing. These are the actual letters patent. I've done this. She was angry about this particular letter, this letter patent, which is an, let me go back to the 1952 letters patent, okay? Which is, these are the letters patent, guys, okay? This is not me. And I've told you the palace, the lady sent me this link from the, this is the proclamation when they changed the last name. By the King's proclamation on July 17th, 1917, a proclamation declaring that the name of Windsor is to be borne by his royal house and family and relinquishes the use of all German titles and dignities. This was done by George. And then he goes, whereas we, having taken into consideration the name and title of our royal house and the family, have determined that henceforth our house and family shall be styled and known as the house and family of Windsor. And then we, of course, know that the Queen, that the Queen, this is when he also issued a letters patent saying that only, this is what Meghan was stupidly referring to as the convention, the George the Sixth Fifth Convention. No, it was not a convention. It's a letters patent where he limited the use of prince and princess and HRH, and it would end with uh, the grandson of the Prince of Wales. The first grandson of the Prince of Wales was, up to then they were going to get prince and princess, which means that when Charlotte and Louis were born, if the Queen hadn't issued a letter in 2012, then she would have been Lady Charlotte Mountbatten Windsor, and just like Louis and Lilibet were for a while, and Louis would have been Lord Louis Mountbatten Windsor until the Queen passed away, right? This is the 1996 letters where the Queen denies that all the ex-wives are not going to have the royal style, and this is the letters patent that Meghan was so angry about, because the Queen has been pleased by letters patent under the Great Seal of the Realm dated 31st December 2012 to declare that all the children of the eldest son of the Prince of Wales should have and enjoy the style, title, and attribute of Royal Highness, with the titular dignity of Prince or Princess prefixed to their Christian names, or with such other titles of honors. She wanted the Queen to say that both sons of the Prince of Wales should enjoy, but the Queen didn't do that, right? So now we have the letters the letters patent from the Queen, guys, and in 1960, when she said that she was gonna. This is the letters here. This letter was issued on February 8th, 1960. Now, therefore, I declare my will and pleasure. I love how the Queen, how these, I really love Old English, guys, that while I and my children shall continue to be styled and known as the house and family of Windsor, my descendants, other than descendants enjoying the style, title, or attribute of Royal Highness and the titular dignity of Prince or Princess, and female descendants who marry and their descendants shall bear the name of Mountbatten Windsor. That's pretty clear, isn't it? Isn't it, guys? So we're clapping back at this woman. We're clapping back at everything. And just a quick reminder, because they keep talking how Meghan Markle is so successful, right, guys? They keep talking how Meghan Markle is so successful, right? That she has a registered brand, a lifestyle brand. Just to remind, dear media, this fucking thing is still pending. She didn't even sign it electronically. So she does not have a lifestyle brand because it's not registered, it's not trademarked. So she has nothing. Okay, just you can say that you have a lifestyle brand when you have registered it successfully, when you have trademarked it successfully. She's been trying for 2 years because it started in 2022. She still hasn't been able to successfully register. So she doesn't have a trademark. We're debunking everything one by one here, okay? Just because I'm angry and I'm pissed off, and I do love to come with the receipts, guys, and you know that. I try, like, I'm not an expert, but I try, my darndest best. I'm at 56 years of age. And let me tell you guys, it's hard for me because I'm not techie. You know that. Now I'm going to show you the Royal Foundation, how it was registered. Here. This is the Royal Foundation. They read 2021, right? And then we go here, mark information. The name, portrait, and signature shown in the mark identifies His Royal Highness William Arthur Philip Louis Mountbatten Windsor, the Duke of Cambridge, and Her Royal Highness Catherine Elizabeth Mountbatten Windsor, the Duchess of Cambridge, whose consent to register is made of record. So no, Meghan can't choose what last name. Blood royals who hold a royal title can say. So I am still shocked that I hear people saying, and this is, I mean, I have shown you the letters patent, right? I have shown you the letters patent, right? So let's go to the source. Let's go to the source, the royal family name. But this is the thing that I tell you, that Meghan thinks she's above everybody, because in that disgusting article from Dear Media, it says that she downgraded her lifestyle from being fired from Suits, living in a rented house, to go live in a beautiful historical cottage inside one of the most prestigious real estates in the world, with the queen as your neighbor. I feel like throwing something, guys. I am so angry that this bitch was allowed near our queen. I am so angry that this bitch was allowed near the queen. It's incredible. I am absolutely that this woman was allowed to be near the queen. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, guys. Let's go to the source, because you don't believe me. Let's go to the source. This is the royal website. People often ask whether members of the royal family have a surname, and if so, what it is. Members of the royal family can be known both by the name of the royal house and by a surname, which are not always the same. And often they do not use a surname at all. And then they go and give you a story that before 1917, members of the British royal family had no surname. And that comes before, because before they didn't really have a surname. For example, they were uh, King of England. So it would have signed Harry, and William would have been Prince Henry, or Prince William of England, right? However, the here, they had one which was in 1917. Here it says there was a radical change when George V specifically adopted Windsor not only as the name of the house or dynasty, but also as the surname of his family. The family name was changed as a result of anti German feeling during the First World War, and the name Windsor was adopted after the castle of the same name. Is that clear? And then it goes here. Shit, sorry, guys. Let me see that. At a meeting, this is in 1917, because this changed in 1960. At a meeting of the Privy Council of 17 July 1917, George V declared that all descendants in the male line of Queen Victoria who are subjects of these realms, other than female descendants who marry or who have married, shall bear the name of Windsor. And then the queen, when she ascended the throne, because the monarch can choose to change the name of the house, because it is the monarch, it is her dynasty, it is the queen or the king of England. They can choose. That's how the monarchy will be known. Not a D-list mattress actress without an ass, no tits, with no talent, more ring. And I'm so angry, guys. You can tell that I'm angry. I'm sorry, the Latino's coming out on me. So if I'm offending your sensitivities, I apologize. You better get out, because you know. Um, then the queen was asked, and the queen, when she ascended the throne, the queen confirmed. They asked her, and she said, "Yeah." Because the next sovereign is not bound, as it says there below. However, in 1960, the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh decided that they would like their own direct descendants, their sons, their great grandchildren, people who are born out of the union between the Queen and Prince Philip, to be distinguished from the rest of the royal family without changing the name of the royal house. It's like having a subsidiary, you know? You have that, like the main office is Apple, and then you want to have a little subsidiary with a different name. As Windsor is the surname used by all the male and unmarried female descendants of George V. So this is what happened then. this is this is what the queen said. We are going to have they are going to be known. They are going to be known. Here. It was therefore declared in the Privy Council that the Queen's descendants, other than those with the style of Royal Highness and the title of Prince, princess or female descendants who marry would carry the name of, you fucking guessed it, Mountbatten Windsor, right? The effect of the declaration was that all the children, all the queen's children, on occasions when they needed a surname, would have the surname, you guessed it again, Mountbatten Windsor. And then they go here. For the most part, members of the royal family who are entitled to the style and dignity of HRH prince or princess do not need a surname. But if at any time any of them do need a surname, such as upon marriage, that surname is, come on, guys on the chat, you tell me what that surname is. What is that surname? What is that surname? I want to see it written before I say it. Huh? What is that surname? Is Mountbatten Windsor. In fact, the surname Mountbatten Windsor first appeared on an official document on 14th November 1973 in the marriage register at Westminster Abbey for the marriage of Princess Anne and Captain Mark Phillips. And then, this is very important, unless the Prince of Wales chooses to alter the present decisions when he becomes king, he will continue to be of the House of Windsor, and his grandchildren will use the surname Mountbatten Windsor. Oh, and you know what? I asked the palace, and the lady said to me very kindly that the last name of all title members, royal title members of the royal family, if they need to use a last name, is Mountbatten Windsor. Yes, Prince Harry and Prince William have used Wales when they were in the army because they wanted to blend in. And for example, right now Prince William and Catherine are known as the Waleses because that is their title. But she doesn't call herself Catherine Wales. We already saw that when she filled out a paper in the United States, she calls herself Catherine Mountbatten Windsor. Okay, that is not true that Meghan can call herself Sussex, and she acknowledges it here because she's saying if the king can do it, if the monarch can do it, why can't she? Because we already know from that article that she sent that she downgraded her lifestyle. That D-list Madras actress who's never owned a home, who never had a car, who was screwing everything that moved on site. That D-list downgraded her lifestyle. And those are not my words. I'll show you the article again because I'm just reading what was there. And if you don't think that that's Meghan Markle writing it, then I don't know what you're doing watching my channel, to tell you the truth. You know, I don't know, you know. And the funny thing is here that they said is the UK papers that are mad. No. Didn't Jimmy Fallon take the piss out of her? The Hollywood Reporter, TMZ, Radar Online, Newsweek, Vogue, Vanity Fair, Variety, Vogue, The Cut. Those, I mean, comedians have taken the piss out of her. The entire United States wasn't Ted Sarandos at a roasting when they roasted Harry and Meghan Markle? Didn't Bill Simmons just call them fucking grifters? This is the United States. In the United Kingdom, they're not even that brutal with them. They're not even that brutal with them. So here they go, how she downgraded her lifestyle. Here, if you don't believe me. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle had an actual career before meeting Harry. What career? They had fired her from Suits. She was what? She had the tig where her sponsors were poop spray. She was making less than 60,000 Canadian dollars a year. She was flying across the pond looking for a man. Remember that girl on TikTok? I'm looking for a man in finance. Yeah, I don't know. But she downgraded her life to go live in antiquated royal accommodations because she genuinely loved him. And this is the thing, listen to this, that really bothered me. Moreover, when the couple announced they were stepping back from royal duties, Meghan didn't jump ship. She stayed on when she wouldn't have done it, when she wouldn't have done if she was just there for the status of money. Can I ask you something, guys? How did Meghan stay on? They quit. Weren't they on that fucking freedom flight? Didn't she go on Oprah and say that they had her captive? Oh my God, are you sure? Oh, you know why though? Because of the scandal with you know what he did? Because of the scandal of but can you imagine should we look at that, guys, just quickly? Let me see. Ari Emanuel. This must be, guys, because Ari Emanuel steps down as head of, yes, I hate being dyslexic, guys. WME. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say it anywhere. I'm looking at the news and it doesn't say that. It's nowhere that it says Ari Emanuel steps down as head of WME. So I don't know. It doesn't say that. He says Patrick Whitesell set to leave Endeavor as agency. Endeavor executive chairman Patrick Whitesell is set to leave the company he co-created with and led with Ari Emanuel. Taking with him the football. Yeah, Ari Emanuel is not leaving. Yeah, Ari Emanuel is not leaving. Is the Whitesell guy who's leaving? Is not Ari Emanuel. That's what it says here. And here I'll share with you guys because this is the article. Okay, this is the article. See, says the end of Ari and Patrick Whitesell set to leave Endeavor by WME Football while Emmanuel I's CEO exit exclusive. Endeavor will be taken private by Silver Lake on Monday. Leadership changes include the purchase of the football division of WME Sports. Endeavor executive chairman Patrick Whitesell is set to lead the company he co-created and led with Ari Emanuel, taking with him the football division of WME Sports, which is buying from Endeavor and will run along with 250 million media investment platform the Rap has learned. Meanwhile, as Endeavor is expected to finalize going from public to private company status by the private equity giant Silver Lake on Monday, Emmanuel's he's looking to step aside as CEO if the company goes from public to private. Whitesell is expected to leave his role, but no, he hasn't. They're saying he's looking to, but he hasn't. Yeah, yeah, I don't see that anything else here. It doesn't say anything else about Ari Emanuel. Nothing, nothing. It doesn't say anything. While Emmanuel has enriched himself enormously in his transactions with Silver Lake, the two are known to be estranged. For years, Emmanuel was a foul-mouthed frontal assault ID of the agency, while Iowa native Whitesell played the role of the taming influence, or so it seemed. So yeah, and Emmanuel is also the CEO of TKO, so it doesn't show that he's leaving anywhere. So can you imagine, guys? So now we know that this was all a ploy. This was not, they knew each other. They knew each other. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle had an actual career before meeting Harry. So can somebody explain to me, because maybe I'm an imbecile and I can't read very well, but it says that moreover, when the couple announced they were stepping back from royal duties, Meghan didn't jump ship. No, she took a private plane. She stayed on. Is Meghan Markle still working for the royal family? Which she wouldn't have done if she was just there for the status and money. Meghan Markle went from looking for a man. We have that everywhere. And yet somehow it's Meghan who's the social climber. The British tabloids immediately manufacture. I mean, guys, I could show you. I could show you. And then you know what is so funny because it says ironically sales of the jam of his jam only increased. And basically, they're talking about King Charles jam, right? The British monarchy. At least it's trademark properly trademarked and registered. Meghan Markle hasn't been able to produce shit. And of course, looking at you, Jason Kanoff. Yes, guys. The baseless Meghan, instead of slamming Meghan with baseless accusations, looking at you, Jason Kanoff. So are you telling me this was written March 6th? So when people are wondering, how the hell did Meghan Markle get her thing? And not only that, this is a Kardashian thing because they're launching a Kardashian. I have the article here. I can show it to you because this is from Dear Media. They just secured Ryan Reynolds. They just pretty much have really nasty people. Okay. And she goes, "Oh, you have a fan for life," as though she didn't know who Meghan Markle is. As though she didn't know who Meghan Markle is. We know this was all staged. And that article, which nobody knew about, now it's out here. So you can see that this Dear Media and that this woman, this is all a lie. This was all planned. Dear Amanda, I heard you were feeling scared. This is really terrible handwriting. Don't be. This is the fun part. Let's enjoy it. As ever, Megan. Oh, of course, now she doesn't even have a last name. And it's funny. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you guys. So the fact that she's pretending, oh, now you have a fan. No, we know that this is Dear Media, which is and which is with the Kardashians, and we know Chris Jenner's with them. So this is all absolute. I mean, and they're so D-list. They're so D-list. It's not even funny, guys. I swear to guys. Like, and I'm going to show you something here because the school made a big thing here. The school screwed up. As I told you, they put Meghan Markle at the beginning. So even the school never saw her her thing, Meghan Markle here. They never saw the show because they would have known that she doesn't like to be called Meghan Markle anymore. And guess who's gonna be one of the first guests for Cressida Bonas, Prince Harry's ex-girlfriend? Is Princess Eugenie. She's gonna have Kate Winslet, Princess Eugenie. I mean, we're talking proper people, guys. We're talking proper people. So now you know that this woman was faking it. The Kardashians are involved. This was all a setup, and this is a bunch of group of mean girls. And how they trash talked the royal family. It showed you how Meghan Markle truly thought that she had downgraded her ultra D-list life. Because can you imagine the power scankhood that Meghan has? That she managed to get a royal title, one of the most prestigious royal titles in the world, at least in this planet, and downgraded it to her ultra Z-lisdom life. Ridicule. And guys, I mean, I mean, they're talking about the British media, right? Um, Trashing Meghan Markle, right? Okay, this is the Hollywood Reporter. This is the Hollywood Reporter. I told you I like to come with some receipts. I mean, I could pull many of these. Okay, why Hollywood keeps quitting on Harry and Meghan? This is in 2024. I can pull the ones that are more recent now. How about the Vanity Fair one? Should we do one of those? Should we do one of those? Hmm? Should we do one of those guys? How about page 6? I mean, these are Americans. These are Americans, guys. This is page 6. Meghan was called in withholding to staffers, created a really awful workplace. Source: Meghan Markle, former colleague, claims the Duchess of Sussex would be called in withholding to a staffer at the drop of a dime if something went poorly, according to a new report. It was really, really, really awful, very painful. The unnamed staffer who worked with Markle on media projects claimed to Vanity Fair for an expose published Friday. I mean, I can do, and this is, I mean, the Jimmy Fallon, didn't they do something right now? So I want you to go to Amanda Hirsch podcast or whatever the hell she has and flood it and call her a hypocrite and a liar because they were best friends with Meghan Markle and they couldn't even. I mean, and people, I saw a lot of YouTubers ask, how did she get her address? All you have to do is go to the Dear Media website. And I'm not even a journalist, and I found this right away. Isn't that disgusting, guys? That Meghan Markle thinks she downgraded her lifestyle from sleeping around with the worst type of people, uh, barely surviving, being in her late 30s, not being able to secure a role, marrying one of the most prestigious family. But look at the mindset of this narcissist. And then she, there's this thing. I want to see if I can find it because I had it. I actually did a video about it this morning. I hope you can all go watch it. Um, because it's here. I'll show you. Mhm, mhm. I'll show you here. I'll show you this one right here. Let me see. Let me see one second. Let me just okay, here we go. I'm going to show you this because it's in my video this morning. Please go watch it because it's very good. I'm only going to show you a little bit about this. Okay. So you can go watch the video that I did earlier this morning. I'm going to put myself
Meg in that way. She is
with the hate against
the
her
hate.
as well. You're close to Meghan anyway, aren't you? Because you knew her before she was royal. What do you think is going on with the hate against
The
her
hate.
now?
Yeah. Wow. Well, thanks for asking me. Because a lot of people don't even ask about Meg in that way. She is a sister to me, someone I care about deeply, and her beautiful children and her amazing proximity to both Harry and Meghan has been extraordinary. And what I would say is that, one day, her children will be adults and it'll be impossible to protect them, right? From the ledger, and it is a ledger of hate.
Oh shit, sorry. I'm no sound sorry. So I go watch my video because I did do that video today this morning because he's basically accusing us of horrible things and Meghan Markle is trying to get us canceled. For real, guys. This is the video that I did today, okay? She's trying to get us absolutely cancer, all of us. And I go and I dissect what he says because he's basically saying that we are terrible people, that history is going to judge us. You know, when that one day those children are going to grow up. Yeah, they're going to grow up and see what their parents did to them. Because what they're doing to those children, if they exist, is keeping them completely isolated. Meghan Markle has weaponized, absolutely weaponized um, serious social issues like racism, because this idiot talks about that, you know? Let me see if you can hear that. Let me see. Because this idiot, children, keeping them completely isolated. Meghan Markle has I'm still muted. You see, guys, I'm not good. I thought I was showing you something, guys. I apologize. Ah, so go watch this video because this video is it's very good, guys. I kid you not. This video is excellent. And it's not because I did it, but it is a good video, you know. So I hope you watch it because it's yeah, I like it. And I talk about this guy because this guy is telling us that Megan, he basically admits that he is canceling us. He's canceling us, guys. He says he's canceling us, and that we're that Meghan Markle has written to YouTube because they got to make sure that people like us who create hatred towards them, that when the children grow up, that history is going to judge us because they get vile threats and everything. Get a life. But now you know, and please go to Dear Media, to that article, which you have it here. I'm actually gonna put it here, and I'm actually gonna share it on, and so you can Bonquickie, if you're still here, so you can put it on X. I'm gonna put it on X anyway, so you guys can read it and put it everywhere, so you know that this is what Meghan Markle wrote. Okay, I'm actually gonna do it also from my thing here. This is a hit piece written, ghost written, by Meghan Markle. Guys, you think I'm kidding? By Meghan Markle through Dear Media, who produces Amanda Hirsch. I think that's how you spell her last name, Hirsch podcast. They are besties. And now I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to put the link. Read the article. Read this article, especially how Meghan downgraded her lifestyle for Harry. Yeah, so I hope that people, you know, like I hope people go and read this. I'm putting it out there so you know that it was all fake. That it was all fake. I apologize because you know that when you guys probably don't know, but when I am on another page, I can't see very much of what I'm doing. You know, like I don't see what's on the page, so I had myself muted. I apologize for that. So I hope that now we've seen and debunked that this woman didn't know Meghan Markle, that now she was a fan, that now Meghan Markle is a stand, they've been a stand and they've known this, and they started planning this from the moment the bad reviews started. Okay? And that it's not, I don't even know how Meghan, this is how delusional and a liar Rachel Meghan Markle is. Because they're celebrating Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand. What lifestyle brand, woman? Is you haven't registered it? You know, go sit down, Meghan Markle, someplace. Go sit down yourself somewhere. Learn how to do something properly, because even herself, she can't do anything right. Look, pending. ¿Verdad, City? Hello, guys. City wants to say hello. Oh, I know what she wants. All right, City, would you like to say something to people? Huh? She's my producer. She has embarked at me. Hmm? She has embarked at me so much. So what lifestyle brand? Can somebody please tell me what lifestyle brand? City, does she have a lifestyle brand? I don't think she has. She has a lifestyle brand. No, she doesn't have a lifestyle brand. Mi gordita. Mm. She doesn't have a lifestyle brand? Even City is shocked. Right, City? City's wondering what the hell is Megan talking about. Right, City? Anda ya. Goida bella. Goida bella. So, yeah. So, guys, I will leave you with this. Go wild, and let's call that skank for what she is, a low grade skank who gets herself with mean girls, because what they wrote about Princess Catherine, because look how they talk about her, Kate Middleton. By the way, Meghan Markle doesn't have beehives. Those are not even hers. If she actually knew about bees, she knew that bees don't live very long. Okay. So I want to thank you guys for always supporting me. Please go watch the video that I told you about. And thank you always for coming, supporting, buy the merch. Thanks for the PayPal donations. Thanks for everything, guys, that you do. Thanks for following me. I want to reiterate once again, I am not an expert, but I do my research. I don't go by what this YouTuber says. You can also check what I say. I am giving you the actual pages where the laws, where the letters patent are. Okay? Go do your own research, guys. Don't take the word of one. Don't take my word for it, but go read. Okay? Go read the things. So, and for those of you who are still saying that, people were saying that Ted Sarandos, let me see Ted Sarandos here. If you read what he says, it's actually, you should read what he doesn't say. Because Ted Sarandos was part Ted Sarandos was part of the roast where Meghan Markle got roasted, and Harry. They got roasted. And I'm going to show you here, because here we have what he actually said. Okay? And I have it here for you guys. Okay. Listen to what he says. Read what he says. So I don't understand why certain people made a big deal out of it. Says, you just launched Meghan Markle's lifestyle series with Love Meghan, and you have a stake in her as ever business. You are making and distributing physical products, which is not true. And this is why I tell you that this is not true, because of what he says. You're making and distributing physical products, from edible flowers to baking mixes. Is Netflix interested in e-commerce? And this is the killer. We're a passive partner in Meghan's company, and it's a big discovery model for us. That means that they're not putting up any money, that they're not making, they're distributing, but they're not making any physical products. They're passive. And then he goes, was she the right person to bet on? And he doesn't say yes, she was the right person. The question was she the right person to bet on? What does he say? I think Meghan is underestimated in terms of her influence on culture. What the fuck kind of answer is that? All he had to say, yeah, absolutely. She's great, you know? And then look what he talks about. When we dropped the trailer for the Harry and Meghan docuseries in 2022, he's not talking about With Love Meghan. Why isn't he talking about With Love Meghan right now? Because that's the most recent one. Everything on screen was dissected in the press for days. The shoes she was wearing were sold out. That's not true. All over the world. Their Hermes blanket that was sold out. That's not true. People are fascinated with Meghan Markle. He does not call her Meghan Sussex. Do you see the shade? And guys, I'm sorry if I come across as angry, but I can't hear very well. I know I should get a hearing test again because it's been a year and the lady told me that I should go back 6 months afterwards. But I can tell my hearing is getting yeah. Yeah. So what's good? What's a good point, Bonquiki? What is a good point? Who's laughing here? I'm not part of the conversation. I guess you guys are doing very quickly. Okay. So it's not that I'm angry, it's just that I can't hear myself. So I sound like I'm shouting. So if you read this, um, he didn't say yes. Because don't you think that would have been the great time for him to say yes, of course. Her influence on culture is not a positive one because he didn't say her positive influence on culture. He didn't even say that. He was being very diplomatic. I used to be a diplomat. Okay. And he's talking about Harry and Meghan, the series. People are fascinated with Meghan Markle, not Meghan Sussex. She and Harry are overly dismissed. And that's it. He didn't say Meghan Markle is yes, of course she was the right person. Who I could not think of a better person to start this kind of model on because everything this woman does is turns to gold. We've had a great outturn, just like that he flattered here when he was asked about these things. Uh he was flattering people. He was saying, um he's going, what are you excited about this year? Look, we have the return of our biggest franchises. We have the finale of Stranger Things, which is going to be incredible. A third season of Squid Game. I've never seen those two things, which the world is waiting for. And the return of Wednesday, that I want to see. Okay. He didn't say that about Rachel Meghan Markle. He didn't call her Sussex. I guess he didn't watch the show either. I guess he didn't watch With Love Megan Ted because had you watched it, you would know that she wants you to call her Megan Sussex. Mm? And the school, and guys, believe it or not, our channels, I get you have no idea how hard it is for me, at least. Well, for me, it has been harder because a bunch of Mexiteers screwed up with my channel. But 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 it's hard for me to put out videos because a lot of times, I don't know if you noticed, the video I posted today, I had to change the title like 3 or 4 times, which screws with the algorithm. You know, so yeah, he called her Markle. So I guess he hasn't seen that's Randos. You haven't seen the show, the show. I was speaking Spanish. You haven't seen the show either. So I don't understand why people in the press are saying that Ted Sarandos was praising her because he didn't. Listen to the question. This is a yes or no question. Why was she the right person to bet on? Because she's great. She sells a lot. With Love Megan that just premiered, we renewed her for a second season and we're going to renew their contract. There's no talk of contract renewal or any projects in the future. Are they? And that's all he says. So if somebody can tell me where the praise was for Meghan Markle, please, please, please. I should really get a hearing aid because I can imagine I come across as angry, but I'm not. I just can't hear very well. So I shout and I sound like angry. Yes. But you see, Ted Sarandos there had a perfect chance to say, yes, we've renewed her contract. Yes, we're having another second series. Advertise for the series. And the people who are now trolling Meghan Markle the hardest are the US people. When the live ends, Paul Donut, you can watch the live chat. I do leave it on. Okay. So we're live right now, but when the live ends, I have chat replay so you guys can watch it. Okay. No, I thank you. I thank you, Monquiki. But you know what it is? People say, why does Paula always sound angry? Because I can't hear myself. And because I can't hear myself, I think that you guys can't hear me either. So, anyways, I thought I'd do the live. Please go watch the video I did today, which is about Meghan Markle. What's it called? I had to change the title to it because they made me change it. The video I posted today is here. I'll leave the link so you guys can go watch it. And please go watch it because I mean it's incredible. I talk about in detail about what's his name said. This thing with this big fat liar of Misan Harriman and the clip about Meghan Markle, how we're literally terrorists, how they are talking to these platforms. Okay, so yeah, and it's important for you guys to understand because he pretty much lays it out, and everything he said, it was Meghan Markle told him to say that because we know that people like Misan Harriman. And for example, this article that I just presented to you are only Meghan Markle will only allow these people to talk and they have a script. Okay? So please go watch my video of this morning. Please share, like, and subscribe. I appreciate you. And tomorrow I'll see you for the live with P. Dinah and another guest that I have. And then on Sunday, guys, I have Jennifer. And then on Monday, I have a live. I'm going to do a live on Monday with Zach Peter because we're going to talk everything about Blake Lively, Hillary Hayward Thomas, also known as that bitch Hilaria Baldwin. And we're going to talk also about Rachel Meghan Markle. And the comparisons are horrible. You know? Thank you, Sassy. But please, please watch it because YouTube is not pushing my channel. Okay. So thank you so very much. I know, but I don't know. That it will demoralize to get a hearing aid, guys. It'll really demoralize me to get a hearing aid. I gotta tell you, because I don't want to get a hearing aid. I just will feel so old, and I fell down and my knee. See, my knee's getting better now. Let me see. I'm gonna show you. See, my knee's getting better. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Please make this public, spread it everywhere. This was a lie. This Amanda Hirsch and Dear Media are absolute anti-monarchists who wrote filth about them. So, and you heard it here first. You know. Oh, and Michelle Obama. I gotta talk about Michelle Obama, guys. Oh, I have a video about the divorce of Barack and Michelle. Ooh, yeah. 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 So, guys, again, I'm not an expert, but I do try to read. I do try to provide answers to questions that I have, and I think some of you have. So thank you guys for always coming. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for becoming members. Thanks for buying the merch. Thanks for the donations. But most of all, thanks for always being here and coming and for having my back. Big Mike. I can't wait, for Matt the Angry Bootnik to return from the UK because he's partying in the UK. He's partying in the UK. He's entitled to it. He's on vacation in the UK, which is why I haven't had him here. Because he's a lot of fun, Matt the Angry Bootnik. So I'm so looking forward for you to be here tomorrow for the live. On Sunday, I have a very, very special guest for you guys. You guys are going to love her. You guys are going to love her. And on Monday, we're back with Zach. Okay, Zach Peters, who is amazing. Please go subscribe to his channel. Let me see, Zach Peters. I told you guys that we needed to get him to 100,000 because he's been very kind on coming to my to my to my channel and being very, very yeah, he's been very sweet, and yes, so he's been very, very sweet. So please go subscribe to his channel. I'm going to show it to you. I hope we could get him. Right now he's in 86,600. I hope we can get him on to at least 88,000, guys. I am sure that some of us can do it. So please, this is Zach Peter. He's a lot of fun, and he's so funny and he's so lovely. So please go subscribe to his channel. Um and have a wonderful, wonderful day. And this is his channel. Go let me see if I can put it here. Why can't I put it there? Trying to put it there. Here. This is Zach's channel. So go subscribe to it and tell him that you're coming from. Leave him a comment. Say, I'm coming from Paula's channel. So thank you very much, guys. And you have a wonderful night or wonderful money wherever you are. And do please publish that article and expose that Amanda Hirsch and Meghan Markle. Please expose them because they're disgusting. Period. Have a good night, guys. I have to take City out. She wants to go bark at people and make my life miserable. Have a great day. It's Dear Media, DEAR. I left the article is here. I'll put it here so you guys can distribute. Although all you have to do is go to my X account and you'll find it there. So you can, but I'll post it once again here. Post it once again here. Here, so you can, this is them. So you can go and spread, that's the article. So you can go and spread them and basically expose them. Okay. So you have a great night, guys. And thanks for showing up. Okay. Thanks for showing up. You guys are amazing. You make my night. I feel very sometimes alone here, but yeah. I have Pidina. I have some people. So I get to talk. I think I drive her crazy, but at least I drive her crazy. So have a great night, guys, and have a wonderful, wonderful. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.